What's up, guys? It's me again, Alternative Voice. So, I guess it has come to my attention, and pretty much the whole world's attention, that European leaders have issued Putin an ultimatum: unconditional ceasefire in Ukraine, or they will increase sanctions and against Russia and aid to Ukraine. Putin didn't hesitate. He rejected the ultimatum and said, "Nuh-uh." The terms of an unconditional ceasefire, he just said, like, no. That being said, is sadly, due to our current president, Donald Trump, Ukraine is not getting any support from the U.S. They treated Zelensky like shit. By they, I mean Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, both of whom aren't worthy to shine Vladimir Zelensky's shoes. You know. I wish we had a leader like Zelensky right now. It would be great. And China is watching, and they're looking at what the U.S. is doing, and they're looking at what Taiwan is doing, because they're waiting for a chance to pounce on little Taiwan. And it is utterly disgraceful, that the U.S. seems to have lost its balls and joined, well, the baddies. That being said, is Donald Trump is highly unpredictable, and he is narcissistic. The status quo is Putin is getting exactly what he wants from Donald Trump. He's disrupting NATO. He's halted all aid to Ukraine, and but Putin is a smart guy. He knows not to cross Donald Trump, because as much as I hate Trump, if Trump feels slighted by Putin in any way, he will double or even triple the aid to Ukraine, and he may even send U.S. troops into Ukraine to push Putin out. And believe me, because when you're as narcissistic as Donald Trump, and Donald Trump does indeed have narcissistic personality disorder, you will go to any length to get back at somebody for slighting you or making you look bad. There is no mountain Trump will not climb. There is no ocean he will not cross to do in Putin should Donald Trump feel in any way slighted by him. And that could lead to the destruction of the whole world, and Trump is quite willing to destroy the whole world to get back at Putin. Believe me, I have known narcissists before, and they will go to, there is no mountain they will not climb, and no ocean they will not cross to get back at you if you fuck them over or make them look bad or whatever. And, or even a perceived slight. But that being said, is as ashamed as I am of the U.S. for not supporting Ukraine more, I do hope that I am happy to see that Europe is stepping up, and it's important for all of us to keep fighting against Donald Trump, Putin, and Xi Jinping. And you see, the only thing necessary for the evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing, and I'm here trying to do something. And now, the situation in Ukraine has gone on way longer than Putin thought it would, most certainly. But he has one important asset, one great asset, Donald Trump. And all he has to do is just keep feeding Trump's ego, because Donald Trump's dream is to be like Putin. And probably something Vladimir Putin would say to Donald Trump is, stop sending aid to Ukraine, and someday you will grow up to be man just like me. You see, and Donald Trump will just be like, oh yes, Vladdy Daddy, I love you. I want to grow up to be just like you. I want to have all the best statues, all the best parades, all the best military might, and I want to give out all the best orders, right, and all that shit, you know? And, but anyway, what we have here is, it's like the U.S. has gone rogue, and I do not blame other nations for wanting to distance themselves from the U.S. or not wanting, or their citizens not wanting to come here. You know, it's like you could not get me to visit a country like North Korea or Afghanistan under the Taliban, as long as it's under the Taliban, because as long as the U.S. is under Trump, it's just as dangerous to the free world as China, Russia, or North Korea, etc., or the Taliban or Iran or whatever. But that being said, is I pray for Ukraine. I hope they're okay, and I hope they continue to fight. And this American stands with Zelensky. Remember, loyalty to America is not loyal. It's not the same as being loyal to the president or the government. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all. Peace.